So there is a pretty interesting change, guys, that Gaijin just did to War Thunder. Now CAS is a little bit nerfed, okay? How is that working? So basically they increase the amount of spawn points that you need when you are spawning in with a TV guided of the IR type. So for example, the KH38MT over here got an increase in spawn points of around 8% precisely, right? Which means that it is going to be a lot more difficult, or a little bit more difficult, to spawn in with this type of missile. Does it really change anything? Well, to be honest, not really. It's not that big of a difference. And why is that? Because you still are going to get the same amount of missiles. You're basically going to do the same for just a little bit more points, you know? So this 8% increase means that it will be basically around, I don't know, like 2 kills and a capture point, or maybe 3 kills and not dying, basically, right? And not needing to spawn in. That you're gonna need to spawn in with these things. So before it was like 2 kills, 1 cap, 1 kill, maybe an assist, something like that, right? So now it's a little bit more, but not by much. So they plan to basically make this type of weapon a little bit less effective and a little bit harder for the people to get in. But I gotta be honest with you guys, this type of missile over here normally is a lot more effective if you have the patience and play it correctly, right? Laser missiles like this, laser weapons in general, you know, they're gonna be a little bit more effective. So at the end of the day, it doesn't change nothing really, right? It is going to be a little bit more difficult. You should see less missiles like this. So for the missiles, it won't change too much because you have other options, you know. So for example, here in the F-18, you see 416. It was normally less than this. So if you choose here, it's, I mean, let me take this, 936. Before it was around what, 800 something in these matches, 700, like 800, 700, 800 in some others, depending on the BR and stuff. But I mean, let's be honest, laser missiles can do the same job. Of course, it is going to be less effective, but in the regards of when you don't know what you're doing, because if you know what you're doing, you can get kills with laser ones just as much as TV ones, right? So I'm not saying they should increase it on the laser ones as well. It's just going to be a little bit more difficult when you are getting, you know, TV missiles and IR missiles, right? And let's be honest, if the guy knows what he's doing, if it's a good player, he's gonna get these kills with the tank no matter what. And you're going to have a good player flying with the TV guided missiles anyway, right? I gotta be honest, as a content creator, it makes a little bit of a difference when I do want to do a video testing it out, the TV missiles or anything like that, right? But it's not by much, even for me, that I want to like properly just fly with that loadout because I want to test something as a content creator, right? So honestly, doesn't change much. I still believe the main problem is the lack of AA systems. Panzers are there, and normally the Russians don't have a lot of troubles against, you know, NATO stuff. So the problem is, in my opinion, the lack of very good AA systems, not the amount of spawn points. But I guess it's a help, but not really a big change. But anyway, this is it for us today, guys. There are other changes, but this is the main one that I wanted to talk about. So I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe and leave it in the comments if you agree or disagree with this spawn point nerf of IR TV, you know, missiles. Let me know in the comments, and I see you guys on the next one. So let's get to this match. So yeah, see you guys on the next one. Bye.